Hello guys, good evening. It's actually 9 p.m. out here, and welcome to my YouTube channel, and it's named Engine Tech. Basically, we educate or teach you guys on, or show you videos of engineering stuffs, everything that involves engineering. And basically, I'm going to take you through what we call a contactor. I'm hoping most of you know, or probably you've seen one. This is one of the smallest contactors. So what really happened was, this one looks very old, as you can see, and this one looks new. What happened was, I was there, and after several weeks I wanted to find out what really happened to these contactors. I couldn't find out what really happened to them, but I said, let me find out what really happened to these contactors. Like, let me share this video with you guys. So before I start, kindly like and subscribe to my channel, so that you can be getting more videos of this kind of videos. So basically, let's get started. So I needed to refurbish a system, a pump switch system, for a nursing training school. They have a pump switch that gives power to a submersible pump. So we had to bring it outside from a room and put it in a nice panel, IP65, that's waterproof, so that they wanted to isolate it from where they keep their stores, because initially it was some way in a box, scattered. It wasn't really good. Electrically it was very bad. So what happened was, there were some bad stuffs in it, old stuff. So I decided to change this contactor. As to whether it was damaged or not, I just decided to change, because I wasn't the one who worked on it, and I wanted everything to be perfect. I didn't want to keep any old stuff to give me later problems. So that's what happened. I took this contactor off. Basically, it looks bad, so I replaced it with this contactor, and later on, about 6 months, or let's say 6 to 8 months, close to a year, I was called to come and check up on their system. The water was not flowing, so I came and we tried to troubleshoot the system, and after checking, we got to realize that the contactor is not working. The reason why we got to realize the contactor was not working was, initially we were confused, but when you turn it on, you could hear the sound of a contactor. That's that. I don't know if most of you know the sound of a contactor, but the bigger ones or the higher ratings can be as loud as, like, very loud. And I could hear that sound, and I thought, the contactor was working. But after troubleshooting, by checking the power source from the breakers to the contactor, and I realized that for the input of the contactor we can get power, but with the output we are not getting good power. So that's the pump switch, or the pump side, the load side, there was no power there. So we realized that the problem was coming from the contactor. So we had to do, even connect it direct, bypassing this contactor, and the pump actually worked. Now let's get to the business. I'm here to check what is really wrong with these two contactors, and see probably if I could get one good one. Probably there's something bad here, there's something good here. We can see. I have not really opened this contactor. I guess this was the good reason why I had to change this contactor. It's not even having a spring in it. Wow. Because let me open this contactor for you to see. So guess what? Look at what we have here. So clearly the contactor, these are two. This is the new one, and let me separate them. So clearly they are supposed to be a spring in a contactor, just in here. So you could see there's no spring in this particular old one. But when you come here, you see that there's supposed to be, look at how it looks like. There's supposed to, this thing is supposed to be under this core, this core. So literally this one is, oh, it's even melted. So you can see, let's try this. What I'm seeing here is, I think I can get a contactor out of, like one out of the two that is damaged. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, I am going to take the spring and put it on this old contactor. So this one is melted, and I'm not a manufacturer. I don't think I can put these things on the contacts. I just need one contactor being good. So let me put this one aside. Now this is the back of the old one, and this is the back of the new one. Clearly, wow, look at the new one, the new one that got damaged. You can see there's a core inside. I'm sure this core enables the contact to effectively see. It's like more like there is a magnetic field inside, which enables the contact energize. So this one is not having that, and that's going to affect the contacts, especially the energization. So I would like us to put this one to a side. Now this is for the this is for the new one. So let me put it. Now let's deal with this contactor. So I'll try closing this contactor. Good, it's closed now. It's fine, it's closed now. Okay, I believe this thing should work. So in a more practical way, let's try and make connect power supply to it, then connect a load. So we can use this as our load. This is a load, then this is our cabling. Oh, it's not that good, but you know, these are cables, and you have live, you have red for live, black for neutral. So I'm going to use this as my power source to the main contacts. Let me explain this thing. You know, this is how the contactor works. It has input or output depending on however you are going to connect it. So what the input becomes your input power, then the output becomes your output, the output becomes the load. So what happens is, when these are the main contacts, you have NO and C, but the main contacts are the A1 and A2. When you give it just a normal load, a live and neutral, it switches, it shoots this thing, it energizes and closes. There's a contact. We have a contact, so it gets contacted. So the power here is able to get to this side, and basically by induction, this is within the contactor. So what we're going to do is, we are going to connect our load here. Sorry. You need to be very careful. Look at this thing. We have our live and neutral. We have our live and neutral here. Here. Over here, our neutral was connected to the neutral terminal. We connected the blue to the neutral and the brown to the line 1. That is the switch or lighting wire, or the live. Let's make it that simple. So you should make sure the live and neutral don't mix up, and that's one thing you don't want to see. Live and neutral getting into contact. Wow, have you seen fire before? I don't think you want to see this thing. It's like a spark, and it's very dangerous and can destroy a lot of things, can burn a lot of things. So make sure you get it right. This is going to be my low side, and I'm going to use this side as my live. Okay. Then I'll use this side as my neutral. You know, there are three contacts which enable, or three terminals which would enable you to connect if there are three phase. So what I'm going to do is we have A1 and A2, and I'm going to tap my live. I was actually probably supposed to get a switch which could control the line live, and maybe, let's say, something like a breaker to probably control the live and neutral, so that I could turn it on and it will come. But this is what is going to energize the contactor so that the power here can flow here. So if I connect my power here, the power source here, and I turn the power source on, this light will not come on, basically because this thing has not been energized to enable power to flow from this side. So what I'll do is, it's going to be a little bit of direct. So at my load, my supply side too, what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect, you know, this is my neutral. The second one, the one in the middle, is mine. So I'm going to connect my neutral here. So the neutral is going to, I'm looping power from the neutral contact, from the source. Then I would like to use A2 as my neutral. Yeah, A2 here. So A2 become my neutral here. Then A1, this will be, this is going to be my live of the supply. Remember, they should be in line because the live and neutral must not have any connection. So this cable, I'm going to use this cable for my live contacts to A1. Over here, you can use A1 or A2 as your live or neutral. You just have to make sure you do the right thing. So you don't do the neutral or the live, you can use any of them. Okay, so now I'm connecting my I think everything is intact here. This is going to be my power source, and this is going to be my power source. I'm going to connect. Remember, the live and neutral should not mix up. So what you use as your live here must also enter as live and neutral here. Basically, we have our plugs, and we just put inside our socket, and just that our household appliances, and we just think. But the live is normally at the right side. It's always at the right side. Yeah, the moment you bring your live at the left side and the appliance too has its live at the right side, it might be causing problem. So the live is at the right side here. Will be at my right side here. and my neutral will be at the left side. So these are going to be my power source. What I'm going to do, so we have this. Now this extension cable has its power source from a socket down here. So I'm going to turn it on here on the extension cable here. On the extension cable, I'm going to turn it on. Then turn it on from the main power source, and let's see whether our contactor is really working properly. Okay, so here we are, and you could see that everything is working properly now. The contactor is working perfectly, and I would like to say thank you so much for being with me throughout this section. And I actually had my gloves here as safety wise, but because I didn't have anything to do with my power source, direct power source, I isolated all my power. That's why I actually didn't have anything to do with this thing. So what I would like to say is thank you so much for being part of today's lessons. I've been able to get one contactor out of two, and I think that's good. I think this thing can be used for quite some time before it maybe gets a problem or gets broken down or faulty. So thank you so much, and I would like you guys to, if you really enjoyed this video, I would like you guys to urge you guys to subscribe to my channel, like the video. If you have any comment, just leave your comment, and I would look at what you want to tell me. Let me know if you have any video that anything educative, that any topic you want me to teach or educate you guys on. You can just comment below, and let me know whatever you want me to do. If there's something probably you felt I didn't do right, or I should have done right, you can also comment so that we can all learn from each other. So thank you once again, and like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.